Now that we have moved down from just creating our initial buy now button, the next thing we're going to do is briefly talk about tracking inventory, profit, and loss. So we'll go ahead and we'll click on track inventory, profit, and loss. And what you will be faced with first is to save button, PayPal button, or however you want to do that. But what we really want to focus on is track inventory. And this just says don't oversell items not in stock, and you'll get an email alert when that happens. For those shipping physical goods, this is really a critical management piece. So when we talk about, and for these purposes, we will do that, but also for those with e-delivery and instant downloads, you want to remember that if you say, hey, I'm only going to produce, and we'll just use, I'm only going to produce 100 of these video tutorial series, or I'm only going to sell in phase one of my sales plan 100 ebooks or whatever that is. This is still a great feature for limited editions, if you will. So for these purposes, we'll go ahead and we will track inventory to show you how to use that feature. So we're going to say track inventory, and what it has is your item ID right here. And the quantity in stock for these purposes will stay with 100. And once the quantity gets low, and this is more for those who ship physical goods. So once the quantity gets low, you may have to order more, make more, produce more, or whatever that is. So, and a great example is that for those who sell on Amazon, and Amazon actually stocks the product for you and ships it, this would be a great feature. So we'll say once we get to 25, and remember, you're going to get an email alert once it is low, you will order or do it, whatever it is you have to do. Now we'll briefly drop down profit and loss and these things, but we're not going to necessarily use that because we actually track that on a separate spreadsheet. So we don't like putting all of our information on these platforms, not for security issues, but we have to manage our business, and we use these payment features to basically collect payments. So if this is a feature you want to use, all you have to do is highlight here, and you could see this will open up, and we'll go ahead and unclick it, and then there's no access. So you determine what's best for your business. The next item you will have to deal with in the profit and loss section is, can customers buy an item when it is sold out? So if an item sells out, and we'll just give an example, if an item sells out, you set your inventory amount, you set your low alert thing going on, and it's 25, and let's just say that your new order didn't come in, and you ran out of even the 25. You have to determine whether your customers will still be able to buy it. So if you click yes, you will obviously have to create a message that says, hey, we're out of stock, but we will have it in the next week or whatever it is. But always give your customers the option of canceling the order if you do not have it in stock. So we always say, no, we wouldn't like to do that. So if you say yes, they can, and if you say no, what you could do is certainly right here, you can create a redirect page on your website to give them more information on whether when it'll be back in stock. And you can also reinsert this PayPal button we are making on that page, and when they go to your website, you say, hey, it's out of stock now, but it'll be back in, and you give them the information, and then they can still make an order, and you'll just have what are known as back orders. So we won't we'll just let them buy it as usual, but please remember that. And there's a little preview feature here once you put your link in. So with that said, come back with us, and we are going to go ahead and go down to the final section of creating a button, which is very important, which is a customized advanced features. And although it says optional, this is something you certainly want to pay attention to. Stay with us.